Góðan daginn, welcome to the Project Pile. My name is Gunnhildur, I'm in Iceland, I live in Iceland, and that is apparently something that I really must mention every time. But yeah, I have this podcast vlog chat type of thing where I talk mainly about yarn, about knitting, crocheting, called the Project Pile, because I have projects, they are in piles, and I just keep adding to them. Today is no different. I also talk quite a bit about the weather because it has historically affected everything that I do, including on this channel. This is not the first or not the last time I'm going to mention this, but one of my earlier videos that was about 5 minutes. Our internet connection was not the best, but there was also a snowstorm on the other side of Iceland. I am in the eastern parts. I live in the eastern fjords. There was a snowstorm on the western part that is hundreds of kilometers, a whole lot of miles away from where I live. But yeah, there was a snowstorm, so for me to upload a 5-minute video took about 36 hours. Yeah, times are moved. When we got the new internet connection in my town, because you know they are always upgrading internet connections, and I kid you not, I literally started the upload and I'm like, well, I have time to work on the thumbnail and check something out. I was away for like such a short time. It took seconds. My biggest video, now these days I am filming videos that take up to half an hour if I'm feeling chatty, not gonna lie. And they're just minutes. It takes minutes to upload. Fantastic. But yeah, I am also, like I said, I am a very proud Icelander. I very much love my country. So I talk about the weather, not just because of the internet connection, although that is a part of it, also because then I always have something to talk about. And currently it is a foggy, rainy, and it's such a beautiful weather. Like, I do realize that claiming that foggy, rainy, overcast weather is lovely. Listen, there are differences. So my part of Iceland, the Eastern Fjords, we are known for the Istfjarðarþoka, which literally means Eastern Fjord fog. And we haven't really had the proper ones for years. A proper Istfjarðarþoka is like, it is dark. It literally changes a bright day to night. And it's absolutely lovely. I haven't seen one proper one for years. Weirdly, that seems to have something to do with the mainland Europe stopping to use coal as much. Weird correlation. Wonder what was in that fog. But yeah, it is lovely because it's actually rather bright and relatively warm. And also the fog isn't like it's not fogging too much, it's like but it's obscuring like the mountaintops and like maybe a little bit down. That's a nice fog because I'm in town. Anyway, and also the forecast for the upcoming week is like foggy, rainy, which is fine because that's actually my last week of work before my summer vacation. This time next week I will have started my summer vacation. Yeah. And yeah, like I said, I am a very proud Icelander. I love my country. So whenever there is geological activity, I have made a promise, unless it's April Fool's, at which point unless it's April Fool's, I am gonna tell you whenever there's like volcanic activity, right? And seismic activity, like earthquakes, that type of things. Fairly common these days. There were a few earthquakes around one of the glaciers. Well, there were little activities, but not something that is like cause for alarm. It's just like seasonal, basically. So, oh yeah, there was a pretty sizable earthquake around Kleivarvatn, which is a lake in the area where the most activity has been for the past like 2 years. What do they call it again? Sundhnúkagigaröð. Sundhnúkagigaröð. That is the most recent activity that has heavily affected the town of Grindavík. They are still not living there. There are a few people being stubborn, staying there. Which I can understand, like, it's your town, but at the same time, it's not really suitable for the general populace to return to. There's just, you don't know what's underneath, basically, if there's potentially sinkholes or cracks that are barely concealed by the surface. It's like, but yeah, so currently everything is fairly, actually really calm. But yeah, so what did I talk about last week? I think I was talking about, I finished the shawl. Finally, like such a simple project. It's like, I love simple, easy projects that are just like, you can just jump right into. Love them. And I do remember, yes, I was talking about my indecisiveness in what I want to do next. Like, did I want to do the succulents that are still stirring me? Do I want to do the jellyfish that are still packed up? Do I want to work on any of the... I don't count how many projects I have going because I don't want that number. Like, do I continue with the piles of projects that I have ongoing? And if you've been here for a while, you probably guessed that the answer is no. I started on something else entirely. In my defense, I got some books from Waterstones, and I really like Waterstones. Not just because they ship to Iceland, which is fantastic. The only drawback is that they have like this point system, and they are no longer able to honor that for anyone who lives outside the UK. So my point system is basically you collect points for money in store, and I'm a bibliophile, and that's all I'm gonna say. The amount of points that I have at Waterstones is high. I really need to find some way to use it because I'm like, I want those points. Anyway, long rambling. I like Waterstones because they ship to Iceland, they are really quick about it, and I always find something interesting to read. Like, I have projects in piles, I also have books. And I actually want to show you 4 books. Now, 1 is about growing things, and 3 are crafts. And I'm actually going to end on the book that is the most relevant because, listen, the least relevant, but I find really interesting, is Grow Your Groceries by Simon Aykroyd. This guy. Aha. And he's so British, like, look at my carrots. But this is literally all about like how to grow things that you buy in the store, like spring onion. Like, I've seen a lot of these things before. Potatoes, we do that. We already have potatoes growing in a growing bag on the balconies. It's salad leaves from... I need to try that. Because a lot of these things can actually fit into like just little pots. These bigger apples. I can try those. I've grown avocados, lovely trees, and lemons. They grow tiny thorns. I really, really like them. He's also done like blueberries. I really want to try that. Strawberries. There's passion fruit. He's got lentils, pomegranate, melons, kiwis, mango, plums, chili, mint. I didn't know about chili and mint because, I mean, it's literally just tomatoes. This is very popular in my town right now because it's so easy. Tomatoes literally come with seeds that you can try. They don't take a lot of space. They do need quite a lot of water. That's the one thing. But it's so, yeah. And I'm like, this is so up my alley. This is so something that is fairly easy to get into. So I got this book. I think it's a new release. So I'm like, it's one of the few reasons why I buy hardcover is if it's new. And then the other two are by Melissa Bradley, Kawaii Crochet, really cute book, and then Lauren Espy, Whimsical Stitches. So yeah, it's literally all the things here on the cover. Love the cover. So hers is like color coded. It's got like purple, red, yellow, blue, green, and it's all these adorable, cute, kawaii little amigurumi, adorable amigurumi. And one of the things that I absolutely noticed first time flipping through this is like, it's actually fairly easy to just change the colors. Let's just take the vanilla ice cream cone. You can easily change that to strawberry or chocolate or mint or whatever. A little sprinkles. Literally does that here. Pink, you got strawberry. And I really yes, it's cute pumpkin. The only thing is that I don't quite know about this safety ice, because that's pretty much the only thing that I would need to source. Because I'm pretty certain that I have the yarn that I could use with. Like I have yarn. And this one is really, really adorable. It's got, actually I'm gonna show you the cover page. Yeah, for each and every one. Because there's something cute in every single one of these chapters. Like here's at the market. I really love, okay, the onion is really cute. The peach and the strawberries and blueberries, adorable, absolutely adorable. And this is at the bakery, I believe. Yeah. The milk and donut, adorable. Macaroons. The cookies. I'm gonna make some cookies. And then there's a cow, a bunny, down on the farm. All right. And oh yeah, this is the the aquarium. That's got like jellyfish as well, and a whale. And I did notice that with a whale, she does show how to turn it into a narwhal, which I very much approve of, because narwhals, whales are actually one of my favorites. And here is in the garden, and again, this is so cute, and it shouldn't be too basically difficult to change some of these into like something else. Now, and the one that is affected my decision was it Thursday night or Friday night. I think I can't remember which one. But I started a new project. This is Sam Sabido, my granny square wardrobe. Honestly, I just really like the look of it. And here are the projects. This one, the granny square cardigan. And you will notice that hers is very nice and colorful. And it's literally a giant granny square. And then you do ripping around the the hole here and the armholes. So yeah, hers is very colorful. So of course the yarn that I immediately thought of is a single color. Like, I love this. This is kind of what I was, well, hoping for to begin with, because I don't want to think about how long I've had this giant skein. I actually have two of them. They were probably on sale. These are classic acrylic yarn. We love yarn. Mega Ball are 400 gram big boys. These are from Hobby, right? Yeah. And I cannot remember if there was. I probably intend to make like a sweater or something from it, but I have so many sweaters that I really want to make that I have the yarn and the pattern decided together. So this one has been basically just waiting and staring at me, literally waiting for this project. So it is gonna turn into a cardigan. It's gonna be a cocoon cardigan. And yeah, got this much done. It's just a very basic granny square, and I am using a 5mm crochet hook. I am getting a honestly rather sturdy, nice, thick material. This is going to be nice. I was a little bit worried that it was going to be too thick and end up like too heavy of a fabric, because the draping drapes very heavily. But I kind of feel like that would be really nice on like chillier days, kind of like the other granny square that I did. Was it last year or year before? Yeah, my lovely cardigan that is also kind of in a pink colors. I'm feeling very pink right now. Yeah, the one that is on the Hobby website. Yeah, the weight I think is going to be fairly similar. So I am actually really happy, not just because I finally have project for this lovely yarn, because yes, it is 100% acrylic, but it's not the squeaky sort unless I'm really gripping it a little too hard. But then of course I just go and wash my hands, things are fine after that. So it doesn't squeak. Can I show you? Yes, I can. Like, I really love, probably gonna sound a little weird, but I love gripping this thread because it's like, it just feels nice and sturdy, but not too heavy. It does have a tendency to split a little bit with the crochet hook, but it's so easy to fix. It's so easy to pull back. It's a good project. And I've been having a lot of fun literally just picking this up while I'm watching something on YouTube, because I'm trying to be productive at the same time that I'm consuming something, which is really, it is one of the better rules of thumb that I have given myself. Is like, if you're going to be sitting down and watch something and you're just consuming, try to be working on something at the same time, like something to crochet. Crochet is really nice when you're, oh, that's my neighbors. Crochet is really nice when you're watching something. Knitting, yes, I like it better when I'm like knitting around and I don't really need to think too much, and I like it better. If you can hear my youngest neighbor crying, he's probably annoyed at his older brother. His brother may have the ball. He probably has the ball. Either that or his parents want him to do something. But usually it's because his older brother has a ball. It's that age. But yeah, I am very happy about life right now. I was at work. I usually don't work on Saturdays, but I did yesterday. We planned that for like, I think it's like 3 weeks since. We made the decision that I would be on Saturday morning from like 9 to 11. I ended up working 9 to 12 because of reasons that I'm going to get into in a moment. In order for me to train up the kids on how to do the baking. And it's usually not a huge thing. The biggest thing, how I'm gonna word this, the way that I choose to approach it, he is really pissed off at his siblings. It's hard to be young. It's hard to be a youngest child, basically. But yeah, the way that I approach when I am teaching the kids about the baking is basically getting them used to the oven and get over the hurdle of this is big and scary and kind of terrifying. Because as soon as you get them acquainted with the oven and the process and how you do things, you introduce them to the steps and all the things that you need to do in an order that they can then get into and make their own iteration of it, because they do not need to do things in my order or my way. They will figure it out themselves. It's just they need the introduction to the job. I am probably explaining this guy to you. But yeah, so I was doing that yesterday morning, except I was supposed to train 3 kids. I ended up training 1, which is also why I was working to 12, because that's when 2 extras were able to show up. So I was, and that's because the boy, he's not coming home from visiting family in Poland, so he and his family, they aren't gonna be back here in town until, tonight. And then the girl who also had to cancel, she trains football or soccer, and there was a soccer football thing yesterday, so she had to cancel on work, and so I ended up training just 1 kid, and that actually is easier. It's easier to train 1-on-1 than 1-on-3. So my only problem is planning how to get the other 2 so I can introduce them to the oven and the process, so they feel confident into just stepping in and doing the honestly very, very easy job. Just needs doing. Yeah. So that is basically my week. It's been fairly easy. I shouldn't be giggling, but honestly, the day doesn't go by that my youngest neighbor doesn't have little temper tantrum like he's in kindergarten. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna call it enough now. I really should not be laughing, but it's difficult to be a child. It isn't the easiest. It's really, really, honestly, I think it's the hardest life stage, because you don't have the experience that you would need at the moment that you're handling things for the first time. You're learning how to handle your emotions and how to respond to things and how to interact with other people and all of those things. And he still has to go through so many things when he starts school, like the playground politics. That's all ahead of him. I'm like, being a kid is a job and a half. I am so glad I'm done with that period in my life. Ugh. But yeah, what I'm gonna say. I got distracted by my neighbors. So I am. Well, I don't have any pressing housework today because I managed to get most of them done in the week. I do have some. Oh yeah, I have options of books to read. Because like I said, just like my yarning projects, I have books in piles. And then I'm probably gonna end up doing some more of this. Like I think that I'm like a quarter of the way done with the length of this because you're supposed to measure corner to corner, and I'm over 40 centimeters done in that regard. And the myth another thing that I really like about this book is that they got both centimeters and inches, so you don't need to do those entire calculations. Also the what's it called? The flap has both UK and US sizes, and the other side has crochet abbreviations. It's like, this is such. Also, look at her. She's really cute. I really like this book. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end up somewhere around 120 centimeters. That is 47.25 inches. Yeah, about 120 centimeters. So I'm a third done. Yeah, nice. And I really just started this very recently, so yeah, I really like this yarn. Like I said, it's nice, it's thick, it's easy to work with, and also I can use my golden crochet hook that came with a magazine that I bought years and years ago. And ever since then, my golden crochet hook has been my go-to. I love life. And yeah, so the upcoming week is going to be my last before summer vacation. It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so much fun. We're gonna have a lot of the kids will be in, like, they've got their vacations over, school's over, you know, things are gonna finally like come together properly. And yeah, so it's gonna be a lot of preparing things before I leave for like 6 weeks. I'm not gonna be back into work until August the 11th. Do I have plans? No. I rarely, if ever, make plans for my summer vacation. It's just not one of those things that I do. But yeah, we will see where we're at next weekend. Probably gonna be very, very happy. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you again then. We'll see where we're at. And until then, take care. See you later. Okay, bless.